What is going on, investors? Hopefully you guys are doing well out there. A little something different today. I opened up a TradeStation account not too long ago with the intention to do some swing trading. Now, what I'm going to do is I started this account with $1,000 even. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you along the ride of having a small account and trying to trade it into a much larger account. The strategy I'm going to use, at least in the beginning, is something called swing trading. Now, if you're not necessarily familiar, swing trading is a little bit different than day trading. Day trading, you're basically trying to open a position and close it out within, I would guess, that trading day, maybe the next day, but you're not looking to have a long-term position in a stock. Swing trading is a little bit different. What you're doing is you're kind of identifying maybe a trend reversal in a stock. And so, for example, on this stock, Intel was in a downtrend. You see here that the moving average started to turn positive here. The MACD started to turn positive. The RSI started having a positive trend. This would have been a very nice position, obviously looking back, to go long a stock like Intel because the trend started reversing here. You could have bought the stock down here at 49 and it started coming up here. And now the trend started to reverse back the other way here. The moving average turned over a little bit. The MACD started to roll over. The RSI rolled over. I wouldn't blame a swing trader for closing out the position up here at 59. That would have been a $10 a share gain in the matter of just several weeks. That's what you're typically looking for in swing trading. So this series of videos, I'm going to walk you through my $1,000 portfolio. I'm going to show you exactly what I buy. And I'm also going to show you what I have on my radar because there's actually a stock that I might be buying as soon as Monday. And I'll show you that at the end of the video. Now, I'm going to walk you through what I saw here with Intel. This is a stock I reported on the day it announced earnings. It had this massive gap down. I love that. Now, I would never recommend jumping into a stock the day it gaps down. Go ahead and just let all the sellers pile out of this stock, let them bottom the stock out, and then wait for the MACD to start reversing. We see here, notice the trend was down, but then we started turning positive. I made this trade on the 13th, which is this red candle right here, right where my cursor is. And notice that was right when the MACD started turning positive green, right when these averages crossed over. And it also was when this RSI just broke this kind of negative area and then started trading upwards. So I bought 7 shares of this. I'm up about $11 total profit. Where is my target on this one? My initial target is back to the top of this candle where we gap down. That's at $52. That's another $2 in shares. That would give me another, about $15 in profit on this. Now, I will evaluate the trade at this time. It depends on how quickly it gets there. It depends on what the MACD reading is and also the RSI. I might trim the whole position at that time. I might only do 2 shares or 3 shares because once you get to this position, if the stock still looks strong, this is a stock that could easily rally up into the $55 range and probably potentially even higher than that. So that's my target with Intel. So far, so good. I know looking back, it's easy to say. Now, I will give you a stock that I just bought today. I bought Rocket Mortgage today, this morning of recording this video. The reason why is that this is another stock that I covered here on the channel. And what I saw was, and I'm on a 60-minute chart on Rocket Mortgage. I just showed you the daily chart on Intel. The reason why I'm using a 60-minute chart on Rocket Mortgage, it's a company that just went public. And so to get a better idea of price action, I'm looking at a 60-minute time frame. So this stock made a perfect cup and handle formation, in my opinion. We came down here. This is our cup right here. And then notice our handle is made here. Typically, this formation wants to shoot it higher at some point. We've seen this several times. We saw this with a couple stocks that I recorded yesterday, like Workday and a few others. Now, notice what I saw today is this MACD was negative, 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 and then notice today it finally started to cross over into the positive. I made my trade on this candle here. The RSI, while it's a little bit higher than normal, but this is a stock with not a ton of data. I'm also looking at a 60-minute chart. So the RSI doesn't set up perfectly with this one, but the cup and handle formation and the MACD reading makes me a little confident in this one. I ended up buying 10 shares of Rocket Mortgage today. I'm up about $7.60 on this trade. Where am I looking to target? At least $30 per share. So the top of this candle here, I'm looking at $30. I'll analyze the trade at that point. That's another, call it $1.60 over where we're at per share. But if it gets to this point and it closes over, this stock, in my opinion, will want to pop higher, probably up into the 31, 32. It's actually hard to say because this stock doesn't have a lot of price history, but this is a perfect cup and handle formation. The MACD is reading nicely. I think this could be a nice trade up into the $30 range. That would be a fairly nice profit. Now, what stock do I have on my radar? It is Cisco Systems. And if you've been paying attention, what does this setup look almost exactly like? You guessed it. Intel. Look at Intel's setup. It's almost exactly the same as Cisco Systems. So we're looking at a stock, again, this stock reported earnings right here, and it gapped down. Again, this is exactly like what happened to Intel. So Cisco reported earnings, gapped down. You had this big candle. It's traded down almost sideways now, and now we see these moving averages. They kind of want to look like they want to turn positive. Notice the MACD starting to, go back in the opposite direction. These look like they want to cross. Take a look at the RSI. This might be setting up even better than Intel. This RSI is starting to bottom out and turn positive. I like this stock potentially on Monday, right in this $42 range. Again, what's my target on this one? Would be back up here into the 43, call it $44 range, and then you assess there because this stock could easily come back up to 45. So now the problem is I have only got $382 left in my account. So in order to acquire Cisco, I'd only be able to get maybe 5 to 6 shares before I started maxing out my account. But here's 3 stocks that I am swing trading right now. I gave you the exact reasons why I'm doing it. Hopefully you guys can learn from this. If you like this type of video, leave me a comment below. Maybe you've got some stocks that are setting up nicely. Maybe you've got some suggestions for me as well. I'll hopefully keep you, if you like these types of videos, I'll keep you updated on my $1,000 account. Hopefully we can turn this into a nice little sum of money and I can keep you guys abreast of all the updates as we move along. So there we go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Have a great weekend. Good luck with your investments.